EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. His counterpart on the Raiders' sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A short throw to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harvey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Raider, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Broncos, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Broncos.
On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Broncos at 13-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. George Pickens, 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing now is Gino. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. That is caught by Herbert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
To the air again, Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 37 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 10.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Broncos offense and George Pickens set to take over again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even if they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw is Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that put him and picked up 5 yards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2 minutes. Remaining in this first half of football. Here's 3rd and 6. Smith. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. This from 42 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A 5-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 11.
Now Smith. He's got his man in stride, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 50.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report starts now. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll be down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready. Reload, receive.
A handoff for Herbert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Smith. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
It to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Given 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 40.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Throwing Nix. He finds Pickens over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harvey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 20.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Gino now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have... Guy can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's a give to Herbert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the option, it's Smith himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll bring him back within a point. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Finds Pickens out right, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Nix looking to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And his throw is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raiders first
From the
down.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 45.
To throw is Smith. Over the middle, he's got Myers.
He decided to run a hitch run that really helped have a guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
39-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To the air again, Smith. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First. In here.
There goes it on. Finish it forward.
They'll run. Martinez looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, you've got about... coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Smith. And he is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once more with Harvey.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
1-yard gain brings up second and
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Able to slither by. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Smith. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Smith's going to throw it. Throw right side looked in here by Besh. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it. And